Now, dabbity nabbit, I'm over here and my uncle threw a monkey wrench at me and now I'm starting to think about it. Mr. Inspector on the job, my pops is in the car out there taking a snooze. He's taking a siesta out there while I work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I thought this cable was going to be long enough. And I'm hoping this cable is going to be long enough from there, because it's got to go down underneath there.
Yeah.
And then it's going to go to the new electrical outlet I'm going to be installing in here. And I did even raise it up a little bit more off the ground. I think it's going to be just barely long enough. So I couldn't really get it up any higher. I had to get that telephone jack up in there. And you know what? Worst case scenario, if you want to relocate your power source for your alarm system, we're not going to be messing with relocating the wiring for the alarm system or anything like that. That was done years ago, and there's all kinds of stuff in the wall. But this little wire right here, there's 3 cables in here, and they only use the red and the black. And then on the back side of the alarm system is the wire. See, here's the wire. And actually they had a red, black, green, and yellow. And they're only using the red and the black. Okay, so worst case scenario, if this is too short, you can go to the store and you can get a little piece of wire like this, strip it back, and extend that, 15 feet, whatever. And in our case, see, we don't have very much to work with, but I think it's going to be long enough.
I think so.
You know what? Since I'm in the throes of this, I'm going to show you a little bit more, because I've got a tricky solution on how to fish this wire down and get it so it's not shown. And in fact, I did measure it from where it went. I just measured it with my tape measure. I got about 30 inches from where it's going to go down. I held my tape measure there and went on down, and I'm going to be really close to where the plug is, the electrical outlet. I can face this facing up, and the screws are facing up as opposed to facing down. Okay, so I was initially thinking, okay, how can I take this white wire and kind of run it along the counter, sneak it down through the edge of the cabinet right over there, or drill a hole through this and poke it down there. Well, then you're going to see that wire, aren't you? And you might not be able to have access through there and all that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish this down the wall, and then I'm going to pull it out. And I think I can do it that way. Now, how am I going to pull it out? Because I don't have any hole underneath here for that. Okay? Somehow I got to figure that out. Do you know how I'm going to do that? Either way, if you do or you don't, you might want to check this out. And I think I can do it. My uncle's thinking intently, how the heck is Joe going to pull another rabbit out of his hat? How am I going to do that? Well, there's a couple ways I can do that. I could pull that cut-in box out and then fish the wire down to there. But you know what? I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to do it a different way, because you might not have something like that. I'm always trying to think up certain things for you, tips and techniques. That's what my channel is all about, right?